A warning from the Prime Minister alerting security forces, saying that there is a likelihood of attempts to disrupt Lok Sabha and Assembly polls, talking in the larger context of what's happened in Jammu and Kashmir over the last year and the situation on the international border and line of control. He's talking about this in the larger picture of terror attacks and probabilities.
There is also a likelihood of attempts to disrupt the forthcoming Lok Sabha and Assembly election. The security forces also need to be careful and measured in their response to militant attacks as well as law and order disturbances. As I have said on a number of occasions, there should be nothing which affects the role of innocent citizens in leading their normal lives.
So Ranjan Sen joins us now for more on the story. So clearly that it is a threat perception that is shared pretty much across the board that the Assembly polls, or the polls now in 2014, may be the target of terror attacks or at least disruptions. Now the Prime Minister saying it confirms that.
Well, yes, I mean, not only that, the Prime Minister made a very pointed reference to the resurgence of Lashkar-e-Toiba, the ceasefire violations which have been very, very high this year. In fact, one of the highest that we have seen, in the last couple of years. And he says that the ceasefire violations along the line of control with the border with Pakistan has been very, very hot. He made a very pointed reference to that. And immediately after that, the Prime Minister says that there is a possibility that there could be violence in the 2014 polls. In a way, he's clearly indicating that terror groups based in Pakistan could try to either spark communal violences or could carry out terror attacks. So it's a very clear and an unambiguous statement coming from the Prime Minister. Kajori.
Right, thank you so much for joining us with those details. Ranjan Sen there, talking in particular about how the Prime Minister is mentioning specific terror groups and making an unambiguous statement about what the threat perception is leading up to the 2014 polls.